Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, your favorite place for hauls, home decor, and all things homemaking. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome. And for those of you returning, we appreciate your support. This week's video is going to be something a little bit different. Again, I'm continuing to share all different types of content, so make sure you comment below and let me know what you think about this one. This week's video, I am going to be sharing with you all of the items that I picked up from Boxy Charm. Yes. It came in yesterday and I decided instead of just sharing with you and unboxing all of the products, why not do an entire makeup tutorial? No, I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I love to do makeup. I love getting makeup products every month. It's exciting to think about how I'm going to utilize them. So if you're interested in seeing how I took the 5 products that I got in the box this month and put this face together, stay tuned. First thing, when I do my makeup, and again, 90% of the time these days when I've been doing my makeup is really to film for you guys, I always wash my face. It doesn't matter if I just came out of the shower. I always wash my face all the way down to my neck. And then once I dry it, I always apply Witch Hazel. This is the Witch Hazel Clean Beauty brand. I love to start off with this. So first thing I'm gonna do is I usually grab like a face swab and I just clean my whole face, even though I've already washed it. But I just wanna make sure that I'm starting off with like a clear palette. And the other thing I will tell you is this. Sometimes when you're starting to do your makeup, you'll notice, and I'm taking it, if you notice, all the way down to the neck, all the way down to the neck. Sometimes you'll notice that whether it be like, let's say it's the summertime, you might be a little, you might start to peel, right? Because maybe you got a tan and now you're starting to peel a bit. If that's the case, then make sure you exfoliate before you put your makeup. You don't want it to look like eraser shavings on your face when you're trying to apply makeup. You want it to be a nice, smooth palette to start off with. And the other thing is I also run that scrub right to my lips. As you guys see, there's no surprise here. I have very full lips right now. I have on no makeup. I have very full lips. There's a lot of surface area to cover. There is nothing more atrocious, honestly, I can't even think of something more atrocious than seeing matte lips and seeing that it's like all of this dry skin underneath. So what I usually do is I take that exfoliant, I run it through my lips as well, even if I feel like it looks nice and smooth or it may feel nice and smooth, because sometimes once you apply the lip, and I'm sure this has happened to you guys, once you start applying the lipstick or whatever you're putting on your lip, you start to see that it looks like there's peelings there. So just take that exfoliant, quickly rub your face, takes a few seconds. Now what I do once I do the Witch Hazel is I love this this lip mask. I usually just put a little bit. I don't want it to be super glossy. It can be, but if you see, I only put a little bit because I'm just trying to condition my lip. Now, if I decide, because a lot of times when I start off with my makeup, I don't know how I'm gonna end it. I just don't know. I'm just going and let me see where my spirit leads me rather. But when you are doing that lip mask, if you decide at the end that you want to do something matte, this might give you a little bit of a gloss to it. And if you don't want it to have that, just take a really warm washcloth and just rub that right off of your lip so that you now have, you kind of conditioned your lip and let it be a little bit moist before you took all that stuff off. Fun fact, I always say that it all depends on how my eyebrows start. If it does not come out good the first time, I'm not gonna have a good day. When I do my eyebrows, I take it down and I come all the way up to the highest point, a little bit higher than that, and then I bring it straight down. This is now the framework for my eyebrows. I take a spoolie and I'm constantly brushing up. And the reason why I wait to do that is because I want it to kind of almost look like there's hairs there instead of there being that harsh straight line, right? So I'm taking the spoolie and I'm just going up. I purchased Morphe, and I'll tell you guys what I'm using. I purchased Morphe, the color Java, the other day. Maybe it needs to grow on me. I do like the consistency of this brow wax, but I will tell you this, because a lot of times that brow wax will leave too much buildup on your brush. I don't like it when it does that. However, I will say that with this, I needed to get a darker color. So I am going to, I feel like I'm just trying it one more time just to see if I really do hate it, but maybe I don't. I don't know. I feel like I maybe needed a darker color. because I usually do my hair in black, and because today we have on brown, now it may look a little bit better. So far we have the eyebrows colored in here, but now we need to fill in the front part. So what I usually do is take this, it's called, I think it's Palladio brow powder. What color is it? It's brown. This one I got from Amazon, so I could definitely show it to you. I don't remember who it was that I saw on Instagram that was saying that this brow powder is so good, and it's really affordable. It's maybe $10, and I was like, oh, let me just try it. And then I tried it and never looked back. Absolutely love it. So this one I just bring in a little bit closer here. I take my lighter color foundation, which I use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is what it looks like. I actually use 2 of them. So this one is mahogany. This is like if I was really, you know, doing it up, if you will, okay? So I take this, which is the lighter color of my foundation. So you'll notice it is a little bit lighter than my skin, but that is okay. And that's what I put at the beginning of my brows. And we're taking that spoolie once again, and we are brushing upwards. We're brushing up to blend everything I just put together. That's pretty much it with my eyebrows. What I do to seal the deal, if you will, I take a smaller concealer brush with the lighter color concealer. I know, again, I know this is lighter, but I like to use the lighter one for under my brows, and we're just outlining it. Take a little bit to the top. Now we're gonna start blending it out, and I blend down. Come across and blend down. Okay, so now we're gonna try this moisturizer. It's a smoothie priming moisturizer. It's by Hello Fab. It's nice and light. It's not too much. I had to hold my hair back a bit. That was a bit much for me. I can't with all the curls. I can't. All right, let's get down to business. So now we've done the moisturizing primer. I am going to attempt to use this Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. It is in the color Ablaze. That's what it's called. I am going to use this as my foundation because it says, according to what they're sharing, that this can be used just like as is. Now let me tell you why I love Boxy Charm as we're going through this. It matches my skin perfectly. I don't understand how they do it. This is something you could definitely use like just by itself, maybe in the summer months, because it's nice and light. It almost is giving me like tinted moisturizer. And I'm gonna bring it down just a bit here. Now, anyone that knows me knows I like it very matte, but I'm here for the little dewy look. It's a little dewy, but that's fine. This is the NYX Pore Filler. I really like this one. I like to use it on my eyelids as a primer, especially if I'm doing a lot of color. Sometimes I'll just do a, I'll use my foundation, the lighter foundation, as an eyeshadow, just to kind of lighten up my eyes and give a little bit more depth. But that's it, and keep it real simple. But you know, we're doing a little glam today, so no problem. What we're going to do is we're going to take an eyeliner, and it doesn't have to go on super black. You can do it until it comes on super black, but then what ends up happening is when it's time to wash that out, sis, you in a whole mix up. You are literally taking it up to where you want the black to end. I'm going to use next the Cab Cosmetics. This is again what came in the Boxy Charm box this month for May. I am going to use the Dusk color. We're gonna put this right above where that black is. We are taking it right above where that black ends. This is the Dusk color in the Cab Cosmetics palette. Okay, so now we've gotten this complete. I like the way it looks. I'm gonna blend it in just a moment, but first, we're going to use the Olive You Forever eyeshadow palette. I got this in the Boxy Charm box a couple months ago, and I'm going to be using the color called Infinity, which is pretty much like a matte black. Just be careful with when you're applying black. That's why if you notice I didn't do my concealer under my eyes yet, because you get a lot of flyaway if you have too loose of a brush. You want a brush that's super dense. If you notice when I used the Dusk color, I brought it down just a little past the black. And because I put that eyeliner, I don't need much, because it's really taking that color. It looks really true to color, which is what you want. And especially for my ladies that are of a darker complexion like myself. Sis, you gotta make sure it's looking good, or else it looks like you bought eyeshadow from the dollar store. No shade for those that buy eyeshadow from the dollar store, but that is not my ministry. I'm taking a brush. This brush had nothing on it, and I'm just blending in the black. Then we're going to take a brush that has nothing on it once again, and we're gonna just start to blend out the top here. I'm going to take my concealer, and we're going underneath here. We're going here, coming down here, and here. And we're gonna go ahead and blend that on out. We're gonna do the same thing for our contouring. I use, it's like 3 shades darker than me. I like a good frame for my face, especially since, remember guys, like I'm under a lot of lights here. But yes, I bring it down and I bring it here. Same thing, if you notice, I just dab it. I don't rub it in. Again, you might say that people do it differently, child, but this is how mama gets the job done, child. Okay, starting to take a little shape, child. Come underneath and bring it down. Same thing with my regular concealer. Like, this is the concealer that's closer to my skin tone. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing but with powder. Coming in with the darker foundation by the nose first. And we're gonna use this brush all the way around. All right, now I ended up using this brush for the contouring instead. I kind of liked the way that set up a little bit better. I'm now gonna come in and just put in my setting powder right under my eyes. We are going to get right in to the waterline. This is glitter primer, the NYX glitter primer. And then we're going to come in here with a little bit of glitter. Why not? Okay, we're gonna add our mascara. We're gonna test out these little Glamnetic eyelashes. Now I got the Glamnetic eyelashes, oh my god, I think since January, and I've just been so scared. Why am I so scared to try these things? It's time to try out these eyelashes, child. Okay, so these are supposed to be the liquid magnetic eyeliner and eyelashes where you don't need any glue. So, you're supposed to apply a thin coat. Oh, sis, this works. Oh, hello? Hello? Okay, so we're just gonna do the lip and then we're all done. I'm gonna do a really quick lip because I'm so heavy on the eyes. I typically don't like to do a lot with my lip. So I'm going to use MAC Spice lip liner. Now, I know some people need a lip primer. I don't, because as you can see how pink my lips are, they're pretty true to color. So whatever I put on usually just comes on. So I don't use a lip liner. So I really wouldn't even be able to recommend one for you guys because I don't use it. Mama does not use that. I'm going to do a nude lip. It's like a lighter color. It's not like my skin tone, but I love this. Oh my god, I love it. This is my favorite matte creams are from NYX. I mean, guys, get into it, all right? Let's just take the hair down. And see how mama's looking like a whole snack with nowhere to go. Like, honestly guys, I mean, just take a look. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Be honest. I'm not a professional. I'm just here to give a little beat. You know, if I was going somewhere, I would be feeling myself right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure you head on over to Instagram and Facebook. Support us there. We are growing, growing, growing. Make sure you share this with someone. Comment below. Let me know whether or not you'd like me to do this every month, because as you know, I'm getting this every month regardless. So, I mean, I'm here to beat my face with you guys while you watch me. I know it's a little bit long, but I appreciate you guys for staying with us until the end. As always, we appreciate you for watching. Until next time.